Ahoy, ladies! Didn't see you there. Would you guys like to set sail on this ocean of flavor with me? I'll be your captain. I'm Steve Harrington.
Hawkins, Indiana is back and darker than ever. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Stranger Things 3 moments.
I'm pretty sure that mom was trying to bang her son.
Wait, the hot chick was out to be Keaton's mom?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But they're the same age.
For this list, we're looking at all our favorite moments from the 3rd season of this 80s nostalgia fest, with plenty of spoilers.
Well, then prove it to me.
Prove it.
Yeah, take me back there.
To the lab.
Yeah, I want to go back.
Because some magnets fell off your fridge.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense.
Number 10, Mike and Elle say I love you.
You're gonna have an awesome scar. You'll look even more badass.
Bitchin'.
Yeah, bitchin'.
There was no shortage of couples and almost couples on this season of Stranger Things, and it seemed everybody except Will had somebody to moon over.
Please address me by my full name.
What?
My full name!
But Mike and Eleven have always been the heart of the show, as great as all the other pairings are. In the midst of the finale's tragedy, and after dancing around the subject for days as Mike tries to win Elle back, Elle finally steps up and tells Mike she loves him too, leaving him stunned.
I love you too.
Unfortunately, this doesn't bode well for them, as Joyce takes on the responsibility of raising Eleven as she moves the Byers clan away from Hawkins altogether. Number 9, Nancy and Jonathan fight the Flayed.
Tom, whatever you've done, it's not you. He's making you do this.
Things were a little rocky for these two initially, with Jonathan not buying that there was anything to worry about with the rats. Nancy is proven right, and the two reconcile on their way to visit Mrs. Driscoll. But things only get worse from there. Trapped with two of the Mind Flayer's superhuman lackeys, the pair has no way to alert the others of what's happening.
No, I don't want her in my damn house.
Come on, pick up!
Leaving them to fight Tom and Bruce. It makes for an intense showdown, and they are clearly outmatched, but not outsmarted. They defeat the goons simultaneously, but impressive as this is, it does cause them to dissolve and form the mini Mind Flayer they can't beat alone. Number 8, Dustin and Suzie's duet.
Turn around. Look at what you see.
We all had our doubts that Dustin's hotter than Phoebe Cates' genius girlfriend actually existed, especially when Cerebro didn't manage to connect with her in the season premiere. But nobody was sad to be proven wrong.
Written on the pages is the answer to a never-ending story.
While this scene did break up the action a little, with Hopper stuck in the Soviet base waiting for the code, it was a welcome reprieve from all the darkness of the finale. They perform a duet of the never-ending story together, and while this does cause Max and Lucas to make fun of Dustin later, it's one of the show's sweetest moments. And since Suzie does know Planck's constant, it is a win-win.
Gosh, I miss you, Dusty Bun.
I miss you more, Susie Poo.
I miss you more multiplied by all the stars in our galaxy.
No, I miss you.
Enough.
Number 7, Hopper fights Mayor Kline.
This guy, when I saw him, he was coming out of your office.
Okay, well, I don't remember that.
Sleazy Mayor Larry Kline was at the top of everybody's hit list after he strong-armed Hopper into arresting a group of protesters. After Hopper tries to negotiate with Kline by threatening to stir up a scandal, Kline manages to beat him at his own game, but makes the mistake of commenting on Hopper's deceased daughter.
Don't give me that dead daughter sob story, because I just don't care. Operate, Director.
In a fistfight, Hop clearly has the upper hand, and it becomes Joyce's responsibility to stop the secretary from intervening.
Who are you calling? The police?
This isn't all that's in store for Kline, however, as in the penultimate episode, Joyce plants a nasty sucker punch on him, while Hopper fights the Russian hitman in the fairground.
Joyce.
Number 6, Operation Child Endangerment.
No fudge, please. Go on.
Lucas's little sister Erica was relegated to a punchline in the first 2 seasons, pointing out what nerds he and his friends were. So it was nice to see her promoted to a main role this time around. Since she's the only one small enough to fit in the vent at the back of Scoops Ahoy, they're forced to negotiate for her help. And since she drives a hard bargain, she lands herself a lifetime supply of ice cream in the process.
Commence Operation Child Endangerment.
Can we maybe not call it that?
See you on the other side, nerds.
She becomes an invaluable asset as they sneak into the Russian base, with no shortage of one-liners as she helps defeat the Red Invaders.
Booby traps?
If I could see them, they'd be pretty shit traps, wouldn't they?
Thank you for that.
Hey, you can't spell America without Erica after all.
Do you believe everything about Elle and the Gate and the Demodogs and the Mind Flayer, but you question your brother's involvement?
That's correct.
Makes total sense.
Number 5, Max and Elle go shopping.
Where are we going?
To have some fun. There's more to life than stupid boys, you know.
It wouldn't be the 80s without a makeover montage. And season 3 finally gave us one. After Max's introduction last season, she and Eleven didn't initially warm to each other or have many interactions at all. Seeing the 2 girls bond instead of being stuck with the boys is definitely refreshing. And they take to Starcourt with Material Girl playing in the background. Is there a more fitting song? Elle's new, brighter wardrobe sticks all season, as does her newfound friendship with Max. And the scene ends with her triumphantly dumping Mike after he lies to her about his grandmother being sick.
I dump your ass.
Number 4, Murray yells at Joyce and Hopper.
What are you gonna do? You gonna walk back to August?
I will do anything if it gets me away from you.
Children, children, children!
They've been dancing around each other for however long, and things come to a head in season 3 as they find themselves teaming up to investigate the mystery of Joyce's fridge magnets. They eventually end up in cahoots with Smirnov, or Alexei the Russian scientist, and Murray, the only person nearby who can speak Russian. After Murray previously played matchmaker for Nancy and Jonathan, he's back to his old tricks as he gives Joyce and Hop what for when they won't stop bickering.
Why don't you two cut the horseshit and get to the part where you admit your sexual feelings for one another? Whoa!
You are way off base,
Oh, spare me, spare me, spare me!
He tells them to either shut up or pull over and sleep together, saying what we've all been thinking.
Please, for my sake, either quit your bickering or pull over, tear off those clothes, and get it over with already!
Number 3, Billy saves Eleven.
This is your new sister.
Billy's 70.
Introduced in season 2 as the resident 80s bully, Billy's a character you love to hate. Already sadistic and cruel, he is certainly the most formidable of all the Mind Flayer's foot soldiers. Almost killing the kids in episode 4, and then sicking the Mind Flayer on them in episode 7, destroying Hopper's house in the process. But at the 11th hour, pun intended, Elle manages to get through to him as he's about to kill her. And after being moved by the memories of his mother, he sacrifices himself to save her. We never expected to care so much about Billy, though his heroic death left Max destroyed. Number 2, Robin comes out.
Have you ever been in love?
After getting his heart broken by Nancy in season 2, we all thought things were looking up for Steve when he started to bond with his Scoops Ahoy colleague Robin. In the end, things weren't to be in that department because of the reveal that Robin didn't have a crush on Steve. She had a crush on a girl who couldn't stop staring at him.
And you were a douchebag. And you didn't even like her. And I would go home and just scream into my pillow.
After 3 seasons, we finally have a Stranger Things character confirmed to be LGBTQ+. And unlike other new characters, she survived the whole run of the season. Hopefully we get to see a lot more of her in Stranger Things 4.
She does not sound like that.
Sounds exactly. That's a great impersonation of her.
You sound like a Muppet.
Sucks for Steve though, he is now 0-7.
You know that means you suck.
Yep, I can read too.
Man, I've been getting through these Stranger Things seasons fast. It's bananas. Of course, my favorite part of season 3 were the Back to the Future references. I know you're all shocked, but I also loved the 80s music as they were all my jams. So, thoughts on number 1? You've got just a few honorable mentions to get through, and then you'll see if you were right.
Thanks.
This is my first day here.
And another one bites the dust.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna drive you home. And I'm gonna speak. And you're going to listen.
I don't know who you are, if you're some glorified secretary or what, but if you want to lose your job, here's what's gonna happen. When I hang up, you're gonna get up off your ass and you're gonna go find Owen and tell him what's going on.
But I know that's naive. It's just not how life works.
It's gonna hurt like hell, okay?
Okay.
Just stay real still. Here, you're gonna want to bite down on this, okay? Jesus Christ.
Not quite at the end yet. Almost there though. Just be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Alright, back to business. Number 1, Hopper's fate?
A terrible tragedy struck this small town. But this was not this small town's first brush with tragedy.
No death on Stranger Things has been as distressing as Hopper's, made even more painful by Eleven discovering the heartfelt speech he was supposed to give her and Mike in episode 1.
I know this is a difficult conversation, but I care about you both very much.
Trapped on the wrong side of the Russian key machine, Joyce is forced to close the gate to the Upside Down, and he resigns to his fate. Or does he? Hopper skeptics have pointed out that we don't actually see him die on screen, and the post-credit scene briefly mentions the American being held in a Siberian prison. Did Hopper go through the gate before Joyce closed it? But then, how does the Upside Down dimension link Hawkins to Siberia? Only one way to find out. Bring on Season 4. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.